Is it fair that some communities have more registered sex offenders than others?
Guess what? One community cannot take the burden for everybody else.
Coming up, why Wilmington has more registered sex offenders than its neighbors and what residents are doing about it.
And here at home tonight, Wilmington very upset over an alarming number of registered sex offenders living in the neighborhood. The concerned citizens there held a public meeting tonight urging those in charge to make some changes. KTLA's Brandi Hitt live in Wilmington with more on the controversy tonight. Brandi.
Micah, people in this community are worried. Many are angry, and they see tonight's meeting as the first step in stopping more registered sex offenders from moving to Wilmington.
Guess what? One community cannot take the burden for everybody else because we have to go.
In a packed meeting, Wilmington residents gathered to find out why there are more registered sex offenders living in their community than outlying areas.
Why isn't Torrance, Lamita, and all those communities, why is it always Wilmington?
In Wilmington zip code, there are 177 registered sex offenders. Compare that to nearby zip codes where the numbers are much, much lower. One reason for the increase:
they see the housing here is more affordable.
When sex offenders get out of prison, most are required to return and register in the county where they were convicted. Wilmington is in LA County, where there are 18,200 sex offenders.
Because housing is affordable, then that's why they're here.
There's not somebody who doesn't have a job, doesn't have a skill, who's required to register as a sex offender, is not going to find a place to live in Beverly Hills for $400 a month.
Laws prohibit them from living near schools and parks, so many have chosen this neighborhood near the Harbor Inn.
There's a lot of them up there, and they're not being supervised well enough.
We have to be careful that we don't get ourselves in a position where I'm going to chase this guy out of my community and put him in your community.
But many here aren't satisfied with that. While some offered LAPD and local representatives their own solutions,
why don't you just put them out in the desert, put a chain link fence around them, put them in tents?
Others say change will come with meetings like this.
We're going to do it with our power of our voices, the power of our vote.
Residents say they considered building a Boys and Girls Club to try and force sex offenders out of certain areas, but they learned that won't work. It's not the same as a school or a park. Did you know that registered sex offenders can live right next door to a Boys and Girls Club? These families are going to be holding another meeting like this in August. Reporting live in Wilmington, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News.
Okay, Brandi, thank you.